Hello one and all, welcome back to my Halloween special for 2024. Welcome back to yet another movie review. This time I shall be reviewing Hellraiser, the original Hellraiser from 1987, which is directed by Clive Barker. And keep in mind, this is a first time watch for me, so I'm going to do my best to give my thoughts here. So this will also contain some spoilers, so if you haven't seen the original Hellraiser, check it out first, then come back. But this is a horror movie that ain't gonna be for everyone, I don't think, so... But you've been warned anyway. So, a couple moves to an old house to find the man's brother and wife's former lover who's turned into an ugly beast. He now bids with the woman to bring him human sacrifices to help him and being whole again. That is just pretty much the whole sum up of Hellraiser, which I think is a pretty good plot of the movie. And honestly, Hellraiser, this isn't like... It's a pretty good movie, I think, but I don't know if this is like something I would go back to, like say The Shining or Nightmare on Elm Street, because they're their peak as far as I'm concerned, along with many other ones. What I do find quite unique about Hellraiser is the poster, you know, because I thought at one point the character is called Hellraiser, but he's actually called Pinhead. That's a bit of a pun there. You know, he's got pins on his head, so... And I think it literally tells you right away, this is a straight up horror movie. It's just going to be about Pinhead. But no, you're not going to get that. It's not going to be flat out horror. It's also going to have character development. And there is that for sure, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, and yes, Pinhead does appear every once in a while until the third act leading to the climax. He appears in it a lot more. In regards to the characters in the movie, have Kirsty, Leah, Frank, Larry, and other characters. I mean, some characters I think are pretty good. Also, some of the acting isn't the greatest. And honestly, guys, I think with Hellraiser, this is a very violent movie, horror movie, I think, anyway. You know, it's a British supernatural horror movie, and I think that it plays it quite well, I think. I mean, I think this movie does have flaws. I think, as I said earlier, some of the acting isn't the best, and I think that some of the visual effects are pretty good, by the way. Some could have been a bit better, but then again, this came out in 1987, so... Then, of course, you're seeing people dying. You know, there's metal hooks. There's a face getting torn apart. You know, there's also seen earlier the film where you see this sort of melted person that looks like some sort of a skeleton that's all messed up, which I think they handle pretty well. I think that's a visual effect. I think they handle really well, you know. And I do love the whole line, "I will tear your soul apart." You know, I love the sound of Pinhead. I think Doug Bradley plays him really well, and I think definitely one of the creepiest horror monsters in a horror movie I've seen, for sure anyway. To sum it up, it's pretty much a horror movie where you simply don't judge it by a cover, a bit like where you don't judge a book by its cover, where you look at the poster and you think, okay, this is a straight up horror movie. You're going to see Pinhead a lot, but you don't see him a lot because there's also development with the human characters. You know, there's a lot. You know, there's a couple moving to an old house. Then, of course, people are just dying, and I just love... what I think is good about the acting in Hellraiser is that you do see a lot of character reactions to particular moments that sort of happen throughout the movie, and I think it's handled really well. Like, you can really tell that they just don't want to do it. And I think that is the best I can say here. I think Clive Barker does a really good job directing it. And I love the opening titles. It's just pretty much a black screen and then white text. I mean, a lot of old movies have really good title sequences, which I love. But overall, guys, I think that's all I've got to say for Hellraiser, because this is a first-time watch for me. This isn't something I would go back to again. I mean, I watched this in Now TV, and there's also the sequel on there, the second one. Maybe I'll give that a watch sometime. But I just had to review this first one because I've seen other people do it, so I thought might as well just add it in anyway. Plus, it's a first-time watch for me, and you might as well do first-time watches for a review anyway, because why the hell not? Overall, I think Hellraiser is a pretty good movie. I'm not going to grade this because I don't really know what I would grade it on, honestly. But it's a pretty good horror movie. I mean, if you like anything horror, give this a watch. If you don't like any disturbing character where there's a lot of pins in the head, or simply that has metal hooks tearing people apart, this ain't going to be your thing. But I think it's pretty good anyway, Hellraiser. But there you go, guys. That was my review on the original Hellraiser. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the original Hellraiser. Let me know below in the comments. Let's have a great discussion down there. As always, if you're new here, I'm a movie reviewer who lives in the UK that likes to do movie reviews. Especially classics, because that's my style that I like doing the most. Or that I have anyway. And as always, once again, if you're new, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share this video, and notify that bell before you leave. If you're new, please feel free to do all those. And if you're a returner, welcome back, and hope you're enjoying my content so far as it goes along. And as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace. I will tear your soul apart.